Hey everybody, thanks for coming back for more of my streamlined playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. Yes, in this playthrough of this wonderful game, I am focusing only on the game's main story and ignoring pretty much everything else. Except in cases like the last episode where I get completely confused as to where I'm going and I end up picking up a side quest just because. All right, so when we last left off, we were in the ruins here in the Brazilian forest, taking care of matters between Zathrian, keeper of the Dalish tribe, and Witherfang, and the werewolves. So we solved that. Zathrian died, the Lady of the Forest. Witherfang died. In the process, returning the werewolves back to their human forms. So, in return, I demanded what ended up being a shield that I actually gave to Alistair because it was slightly better than the one he was using. Okay, so now we are actually going to make our way out because I think we have to finish up things. Ooh, my controller's being funky. We'll have to finish up things. So with the Dalish. And whether or not this leads out, I'm not sure. Let me look at my map. Yes, it does. Okay. Oh my gosh, I left so much of this unexplored. There's a lot of things to find. Hey, I have an injury. I must have sustained that during the battle. The last battle. Let's see. I'll have to take care of that maybe once we get up here. Outside. So we're back to where we met Zathrian initially. And where is the way out? But not that way. This way. Oh yes, something in my controller feels gritty since the last time I played it. Like the left analog stick is being very weird. I hope that doesn't affect the playthrough, but let's see what's what here. All right, so that was the ruins. We are going to go back to the outskirts, I think. Because I'm pretty sure we have to let everybody know what happened. Though I don't know 100%. As much as I know this game, I also don't know this game.
It is done. The essence of the wolf's heart has banished all traces of cursed blood from the hunters. It is too bad that Zathrian had to die. I felt it when he departed. I think he was ready to go.
I'm sure he was.
It will be difficult to fill Zathrian's shoes. He was our keeper for many centuries, and he will be sorely missed. But I am keeper now. Let me say it officially then. I hereby swear to uphold the terms of the ancient contract our people formed with the Grey Wardens. Call, and we shall come, with great speed and purpose, and we shall strike at your foes. This I swear.
Thank you, Anaya.
It has been a long time since the Dalish marched to war, but I trust that in the end, we shall make a difference for you.
There we go. So we have obtained the help of the Dalish in the fight against the Darkspawn. All right, so we are going to then leave. Now, before I leave, I'm actually going to, I think, not switch characters. I wanted to use an injury kit. Is that under my potions? Excuse me, my voice is not what it should be today. Yes, I want to use an injury kit on myself. Let me see if anybody else is suffering. Alistair, of course. always a few knocks to the head. Let's see. I don't have a lot of injury kits. Lesser. There we go. Very good. So now everybody's back to the way they were. I am once again going to get rid of Morgan's sustained spell. Just thing that I'm going to do throughout this whole, the rest of this playthrough. All right, and we are going to leave the forest and head on to our next.
I really know what's going on here. The Blight, the Civil War. I really wonder how much of it you understand.
He was talking to the dog. I think Rufus knows more than we let on, or than he lets on, excuse me. Okay, so, well, this kind of leaves only one place left to go. And that would be the Frostback Mountains. We haven't been out that way before. You know, I'm actually going to take a minute here. If I had planned out this this playthrough better, it wouldn't be so this choppy. And if I had stopped actually the last episode earlier at the point that I should have, rather than continuing with it, then we wouldn't have to do this. But I am actually going to go here and clean out my inventory. We're just going to breeze through this super quickly. And then we'll just go off over here quickly and drop stuff off, because now we can leave things for, can leave crafting materials for the Dalish. All right. And then we'll give some money. I don't even know how many I have. Why don't we just give 10 for the moment? I am still using money very occasionally, and then we'll turn in the rest of the runes that I have. All right.
We will make
Excellent. I am sure you will. All right. So, let's look at my dog. I picked up a couple extra armor, quote unquote armor pieces for him. Let's see. I don't like any of them. I'll probably trade them both in. Everybody's good with what they have. Yeah, she does have pretty good robes. He can't wear anything. He's not strong enough yet. All right, so on we go to the Frostback Mountains. Oh, we'll collect everybody again. All right, except I haven't even been paying attention to leveling. I'm level 11 about, or level 12. Let's see if we make it to the Frostback Mountains unscathed. No, not quite.
More of the fiends ahead.
Oh, and they're fighting. Looks like some friendly folks. All right. The Darkspawn laugh is pretty funny. Oh, now you put him down. That's just terrible. Good grief. Unnecessary. All right, and they'll take the last one. Aw. Well, I'm going to grab a few things since I'm here. I didn't mention the reason you turn in stuff for your various armies at your camp is so that they'll be better prepared for the final battle. It's not, I don't think it's required, but it, every little bit helps, I suppose. They won't be, considering that I'm not collecting that much stuff, they might not be that well prepared. But let's see. All right, so we've arrived at the Frostback Mountains for the very first time. And let's get on with it. I always tend to leave this portion of the game as the final one because it is a tad more difficult to get through.
Very well.
Or at least it always feels that way. In the moments where I feel like I'm going to come here first, I just end up dying. Far more than is necessary. Ooh, somebody is just these mages.
I shall do it as you say. Very well.
All right. Is that everybody? Yeah, that's everybody. Considering that I don't have the best weapons right now, that wasn't so bad. But I swear sometimes that battlefield, that particularly, the way to where we're going feels more difficult than not. And where we're going is right up there. Nope, no gossip, no stopping. There's our marker. All right.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Logain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king.
Well.
When I Duke returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
I am a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me. Oh my goodness, Orzammar. Let's try that again. I am a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Logain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Logain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
That's enough. Raise your blade if you're so tough.
I will at that. I'm a messenger of King Logain.
Kill each other as you will, but take your sodding fight off my doorstep.
Oh, and we are going to fight. Oh. Pretty sure there's a way to resolve that without fighting, but I did not pick that particular choice. Let me go down and get rid of this dude down here. Just slash at him many times. All right, everybody's done. Sorry about that, but Imrek had to be a jerk about it. All right, let's go back up here and talk to this dude again.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
All right, and into the Dwarven City we go. There we go. So that was our main quest, I believe, to seek out that person.
We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting.
If there is anything complimentary to be said about these people, it is that they possess a remarkable facility for carving stone.
Morgan. Talking over that other dude, I missed what he said. Anyway, I believe we're going to just continue on through.
Enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited,
What would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
They are the best. Although without the other folks to be your companions, there are some fantastic conversations that are not being had, even though Morgan and Alistair are pretty darn great. Okay. But enough chit-chat. We are here to seek out the bigwig of Orzammar, figure out what's going on.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Interesting. So I am not sure how much of the backstory of, of this the search for the successor to the Dwarven King, how much of that story we will go through based on the way I'm playing. It is really fascinating and very deep, actually. I almost hate to skip through as quickly as it feels like I'm going to get through this, but because there's a lot to do here and a lot of people to talk to. Let's see where I have to go. I'm going to check my quest. Right, a paragon of her kind. Gain Orzammar's aid in battling. Right, King Endrin has died. That's the issue there. To gain their aid, the deadlock in the Assembly must end. Okay. Seek out Steward Bandalore. That's where we are. Leadership of Orzammar is in chaos. Addressing the Assembly seems like the likely place to start looking for a solution. That's in the Diamond Quarter. Okay. The Diamond Quarter is this way. I think. Yes.
Excuse me,
Oops. Sorry. Main quest to get to. No outside talking to anybody. Oh, I feel bad. But such is the way it is. The Diamond Quarter is, as the name suggests, the nice section of Orzammar. And that is where the Assembly is. So we're going to head over to... If I don't see a quest marker, I think the Assembly Chamber is pretty obvious. Oh, so many codex entries to pick up. Is that it? That's...
Voted on everything, or something like that.
That's it. Maybe this is the way to go. I can't remember if the Assembly is in the palace or if it's a separate section, but let's find out. Hopefully the game will tell me. And we can at least get this section underway with the remaining time that I have. Let's see if I can go straight in. No, this is not the right. This is not correct. I think where I need to go is up further. Oh, well. That was the royal palace. It is not where we wanted to be. For some reason, I was misled by Alistair's comment just at that moment. Okay. This is right. Yes. Let's see if it'll let me in while it's still saving. It might take a minute. There we go. Yeah, nope, we're not going to talk to him. Let's see if I can go straight in.
Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
I wish to interfere.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Dashers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Whew. All right, here's the guy we gotta talk to. Dwarven politics are something else, let me tell you.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Dashers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
You don't recognize the Grey Warden?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
But a blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Does the city not care the world is about to end?
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Ferendurn, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the Assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
All right. So we picked up, there's Vartag, I think sort of a branch here, branching the quest branches, excuse me. So we could speak to, I think we can speak to both of them. We might as well start with Vartag here, I think. It'll be interesting to see how the game directs this situation.
I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
I need aid against a blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now, the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way I could help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrowmont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, he might be able to assist with your requests.
What do I need to do?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Oh, excuse me, two Assembly members. Desher is their formal title. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
I'll find Lady Dace and Lord Helmy right now.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
All right, very well. So let's head out. Now, the question is since I did that first, can I still go talk to Harriman? Let me check that while this saves. I can. Right? I'm just looking at the, the Duelan Ferender. We are heading to the tavern. Well, I'll have to think about it, but hey, look, there's Duelan. He's not in the tavern at all. Let's just talk to him right now.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Duelan Ferender, second to Lord Harriman, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against a blight.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harriman cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harriman's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harriman's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harriman would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I'll enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Harriman's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Ah, interesting. So the game is going to make me choose. Yep. So I can either back Balin or Harriman. Well, that's a decision I'm going to think about for next time. That's going to do it for this particular episode of my streamlined playthrough of Dragon Age Origins, and I hope that you will join me next time for more adventuring. See you then, guys. Bye-bye.